Friday fish fries. You may wonder to yourself, why do we have different fish fries during Lent on Fridays? You can find them at fire companies, you can find them at different churches, different places have fish fries. Well, it's not about the fish fry. It's about the tradition that you don't eat meat on Fridays during Lent. That goes back to Jesus being crucified on a Friday, on Good Friday. And so we don't want to eat the flesh of any animal. We don't want to eat flesh on Fridays to remind us of the sacrifice of Christ's flesh. He gave us his flesh and blood on the cross. And so for Fridays, we traditionally don't eat meat. It's really a bigger deal in the Catholic Church, but us Lutherans have kind of picked up on it as well. And why not? We have great fish fries, especially around this area with the different fire companies and different churches. And it's kind of a good tradition. And it's not one of those that really has to do with our worship or anything like that. But it just reminds us that Jesus sacrificed his flesh and blood on the cross on a Friday. And so for the Fridays of Lent, we can sacrifice our meat. We can sacrifice the flesh of an animal and simply eat fish. Or some people don't even eat fish. They'll just have macaroni and cheese or have salads or have any other dishes, vegetarian dishes that don't include meat of any kind. But that's where the tradition of the fish. There's an old story too that back in the early days, in the late like 1500s, the fish markets, the fishermen were really struggling. So the Pope said that we're not going to eat meat on Fridays, and that boosted the economy for the fish markets and the fishermen. And the Pope wanted to help the fishermen out. And so that's an old legend, an old story about why we also eat fish on Fridays, was to help the fish economy when it was floundering, pun intended. But we don't eat fish, that's why we have fish fries during Lent. So enjoy them. They're all good. They're fun. Whether you believe it, you need to sacrifice it or not, it's always good to go out to a local fish fry and support those organizations.